guys, welcome back to the channel, and on this week's episode I'm going to show you how to clean a Speedway bike. So guys, thanks again for tuning in. It's been a while since I've done my last video. I have been busy, but what I thought I'd show you today is how you actually clean a Speedway bike. This is how I do it. Everyone does it different, but this is just how I do it. I'm just going to show you guys how to do that today. This video is supported by Titans of Dirt. They sent me some free product, and I've got to say I'm really impressed. We've got a game changer with us today. You're going to see this in action. That's the parts degreaser. Really makes the job cleaning the Speedway bike just super easy. So before we start washing, we're just going to have a few things here. Make sure you've got everything together before you even start. So we've got a couple of tools that we need. So we've got a 90mm for me for the back wheel. We've got a pair of pliers for the chain. We've got a circlip pliers for the primer chain, and a screwdriver and an Allen key for taking the throttle off and the carb off. So we're going to strip the bike now and then go from there really. So guys, what I like to do first is just remove the covers. When removing your front cover, you will need to take your clutch out, your clutch cable rather.
Pops off. Okay, you can just take this off.
Okay, so then I always remove the clutch because the plates just don't like being wet. So that nut back on there and do all your clutch plates. Like that. So put these somewhere safe out of the way where they won't get wet. I always like to put my cups and springs back in, and you can give them a wash also. Again, just put the top plate out the way. You also need to remove the mushroom to get that out. So what I do is I like to undo it on this side, okay, and then if you tap this side, it should just, there we go. And if you pull really fast, he says nothing comes out. So I put the rod back in there, in like that, in the mushroom, and are we ready for the ball? Catch it, there we go. So you've just got your ball there. Okay, and that is the clutch stripped down and ready. So again, put these somewhere safe. Next is the carb. You need to remove the carb. So first of all, form an Allen key.
Just undo the throttle.
Like so. Okay, also have your carb bung ready to go in there. Sometimes, I will put some paper in it, but usually this does seal the job. So again, just undo this. If your bike is heavily soiled, and I mean like there's mud all over here, I'd probably recommend leaving your carb on for the wash, just so dirt doesn't get in there, but as it's clean, it's not a problem. I know some people do put a plastic bag over here and give it a wash, but I prefer to remove the carb. So just put our bung in there and tighten her up. Last thing as well you'll need is a a bung just to put in the exhaust, just to stop any water from going in the exhaust there. And yeah. So yeah, that's the bike prepped for washing now. We've took the carb off, we've done the clutch plates, we've put a bungee in the exhaust. She's ready now just to give a wash. So what I like to do first is I like to use the parts cleaner from the Titan. It's really good for getting the oil and everything off the Speedway bike. These things just love the oil and the mess, the castor oil, it all sticks, it's all gloopy. It's unlike washing any other bike, it's not just dirt, which is why the parts degreaser really comes into its own for me, and it's my new favourite product for washing the bike. Just be careful if you've got any raw alley, it will mark it, but other than that, it is safe to use on most of the products. So what I like to do is just give it an absolute blasting while I'll set up my jet wash, and maybe wash the covers first, just so it gives it a chance to work in. So yeah, let's squirt away. So just getting into like literally all the places where like a lot of the grease is going, so like your back wheel where there's some chain wax, the frame underneath here, just where all the oil and grease tends to hide. It loves it, absolutely loves it down here. Get it on the chain, a lot on the engine, just to help it really. Under your frame, don't forget that bit. All around there, just coat the bike in it really. I also forgot to mention, my dad's already wiped this, but get your degreaser on your chain guard as well. Back of your covers, loves the grease. Work it in on the chain guide as well. Okay, so we've got the bike soaking in the parts degreaser. What I like to do while that's soaking, set my jet wash up, do my covers first, give them a chance to dry while you carry on washing the bike, because they do get wet, so it's best to wash these first, let them dry, carry on with your bike, and usually by the time you've loaded your bike in your van, these have stopped dripping everywhere. So yeah, let's crack on. So unlike the bike with the grease, the covers tends to be more mud, so what we're going to use is we're going to use the Titan's Dirt bike wash, just because, like I say, the parts degreaser is what it says, it's for degreasing, it's not for cleaning. Well, it is for cleaning, but just not for, cleaning dirt. So let's give this a soapy one, and yeah, carry on. So that is the covers cleaned, it's done a good job of getting rid of all the dirt. So I'm going to hang these up now, and let's carry on with washing the rest of the bike. So yeah, there's no real super technique, I don't think, for washing the bike. It is just generally just jet washing and getting all the dirt off. As you can see there, like, look at the grease just fell off. Then when I jet washed it, all the oil and the grease just literally just falling off. So anybody with Speedway engines knows how hard that grease can stay on the engine. Look, it's just literally all come off without any scrubbing at all. So let's carry on jet washing. What I like to do now as well is I like to tip the bike on its side, just upside down. Okay, just to get everything under here. So this is the only point as well for me that I can wash the front wheel. So I'm just going to spray that up now, give that a wash while we can. just spray under the engine a little bit as well while we're here. We've got the grease, most of the grease off, so like I said, this is for washing the dirt off. Most of these bits that you can't get to when the bike's on its stand, you can get a really good wash. Okay, so now we've washed underneath the bike, we've washed the covers. It looks pretty clean as it is, but there's quite a few bits more we need to do. I personally like to take the rear wheel out, take the sprocket off, take the chains off, just so you can really get in there. I know a lot of guys do like to take the engine out every now and again, and you know, there's nothing wrong with that, that's cool, but you know, just for this wash I'm going to leave the engine in. But you know, if you're ever going for that split mint look, taking the engine off as well, you know, you can just get in a little bit where you can't see. But other than that, I know a lot of people like to take the clutch basket off as well, but you know, I think if you're pretty handy with a jet wash and a brush, especially at like, you know, my kind of level, I'm not a GP star, so I'll not be doing that. So yeah, let's crack on with removing more of the stuff. So yeah, I like to just remove the chain. Let's find the split link. Okay. Just watch it as well. I usually do this not over the grid, but just for filming purposes, so watch your split link doesn't end up down the drain. So just take that off like that. I like to put the actual split link back on the bike, back on the chain, especially put it on the right way as well, and then you kind of know which way the chain came off. So that's the chain. While it's off as well, a little bit more parts degreaser just to get any last little bits off. Okay, same goes with your primary chain. Just you circle it there as well. Okay, and what I like to do, you can just see that bit, obviously where it's missed, so I like to turn the sprocket round, okay, just so you can wash the back of the sprocket. And again, put your circlip back on. Same with the chain there. Just a bit of parts degreaser. Okay. So then it's easy to remove the rear wheel. And I don't know if you can guys see this, but you know, there is a bit of grease and muck in there, so again, parts degreaser out and just spraying the back there just to help get that grease off. What you can do as well is you can mix it with the bike wash just to give it that extra power. Okay, and what I like to do is remove your spoiler and again with the sprocket, bit of parts degreaser on there just to help it soak in a little bit, you know, while the wheel's off. You know, all the grease is gone from our previous wash, so just a little bit of bike wash there just to help clean that. Okay, now it's up to you. Sometimes I like a double shot of parts washer, but for this, the bike's looking really good after the first go, so I'm just going to give some bike wash. So now we're all soaked up, and it's up to you. You can either give it a wash, then another soap and a brush, but I'm just going to give this a bit of a brush now, just to help that dirt cleaner a little bit easier, a little bit more to help with the cleaning. I'll be using different brushes. I've got my stiff brushes for all the like hard alley stuff, but I've got some soft brushes for the frame, just so you're not like scratching the hell out of it. And yeah, let's crack on. Right, so yeah, the bike came up really clean. I'm just going to stick the back wheel and everything now. Sometimes I'll stick the back wheel in and I'll give it another wash just to double check that I have cleaned the bike correctly. So yeah, let's get the back wheel in and give her one last blast. So yeah, that is the bike washed. The bike's come up absolutely mint. So big shout out to Titans of Dirt. As you can see, like that, you know, I've been using this product now. I reckon you'll probably get 5 bike washes out of each bottle, maybe a little bit longer if you. I just like to cake it on there. So yeah, probably actually 6, 7. But yeah, no, the bike's come up mint. What we're going to have to do now is get her in the garage, and there's just a few little bits left we've got to do once we wash this bike, so I'll see you in a second. So now we've got the bike back, we're going to give it a quick blow off and you know, make sure we've got rid of all the wet stuff. You know, everyone loves a good blow off. So I'm just using a general air gun. You can buy these from your local machine mart. After that, I also like to take the ignition cover off and give that a blow off as well. Not too bad, but you can see just a little bit of dirt in there as well, so let's clean that out. Take this off, and a bit of putoline contact cleaner or anything like that is good for cleaning that. So we'll clean that later on, and obviously when everything's dry we can put it back together at a later date. So that's nice and blown off. Everything else is quite good. So now we've given it a good blowing off, I then like to go over it with some putoline 1001 spray. Very similar stuff to, you know, everyone knows what it is, WD-40. It's just for me, putoline is a one-stop shop. You know, they help me out with all my oils, you know, my chain lubes, brake cleaner, you know, everything, the tire lube, just absolutely everything. They're a really good company, so, you know, big shout out to them as well. So yeah, let's go and blast the bike. Lastly, what I'd like to do is Titans of Dirt do some bike shine as well. And this is more for your plastics or your fiberglass, carbon fiber, mainly for motocross, push bikes. Just adds a ceramic coating on there for next time. Brings the stuff up really well. So let's give it a quick spray and go from there.
Okay, so just spray that on, spray on the guards.
After I've done that, I like to wipe the bike down with a blue towel, just so I don't get any streaks. I can get any bits that I've missed, maybe with the power washer, and just does that finishing touch, I think. Lastly, this is controversial. A lot of people like to change their engine oil when the bike's hot, either before the meeting or after the meeting. Personally, I just feel that, you know, when you've washed the bike, the engine's not very, like, I wouldn't say waterproof. You know, these old donkeys just look like they would let water in. So I like, after I've washed it, I just like to drain the oil, leave it overnight, and hopefully all the water, the moisture in the oil has run out. So we'll just do that now. By the way, top tip is the camping stove here. Perfect for Speedway oil. So as you can see, the oil putoline still looks brand new. On the side, and just let it drain out. So that's pretty much it on how to clean your Speedway bike. Obviously from here on out, you're going to put the oil back in and get it prepped up. If you've enjoyed this video, please let me know in them comments. If there's anything on the Speedway bike prep side that you'd like to see more of, then please let me know in them comments. For anybody wanting the Titans of Dirt product, I'll put everything in the description below on how to get it. There's even a discount code in there for you guys to use. I would recommend supporting him. He's someone that is passionate about Speedway, like I said, and has developed the product for Speedway. It's also really good for motocross, push bikes and stuff like that. So big shout out to Titans of Dirt for that. And like I say, the stuff will be in the description. Also, putoline products, they have what I've used as well, so I'll put their website in the description as well. So guys, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Keep letting me know what you guys want to see more of, and hopefully I shall see you soon. Peace.